afternoon, sports fans, and welcome to SMCC Softball 2021 here from the brand new Southwest Mississippi Community College Softball Complex. A $300,000 plus renovation took place to this facility. And boy, the Lady Bears are ready to get their 2021 version of the season started. You're seeing this, of course, on Bear TV. Head athletic trainer Keith Raybon going to throw out the first pitch. And it looked like it was just a bit off the plate from Raybon, so he doesn't throw the perfect strike he was hoping. But nonetheless, Keith Raybon getting the first pitch thrown out here this afternoon. Let's take a look at these starting lineups. Of course, the Bears on the defensive end, Miley, Lewis, and Gatlin is how they will line up from left to right along the infield. Along the infield, the third is Jenkins, McGee, Moak, and Mason along the infield with Miss Rowland behind the plate. And on the mound for the Bears this afternoon, it is Miss Jensen Grimion. Miss Grimion comes in with a 4.67 earned run average. She's 1-0 on the year. Has thrown right at 6 innings, allowed 6 hits, 4 runs, 4 of those runs earned. She's walked 1 and struck out 5 in her 6 innings of work this 2021 season for the Lady Bears. For Holmes on the other end, here's how they'll line up. They will send Haley Lundemir Ellenberg to the plate first. She's the shortstop. Kelsey Travis bats second. Cam Netherly, the catcher, will be in the third spot. Haley Billy, the right fielder. Madeline McCowan, the left fielder. And then it's Gray, Richardson, and Deal, and Juliana Ingram, the first baseman, in the sixth spot. So it's Ellenberg, Travis, Netherly, the top 3 do in the order for Holmes here this afternoon as we get ready to start. Scheduled for 2 o'clock first pitch. Going to be a little bit later than that. I showed 2:12 here in the press box, and that's when we're going to get this one rolling as the first pitch of the game is tossed out, and it's a strike called. 2:12 this afternoon. The first pitch of this one gets tossed out. Weather conditions, we talked about how great it was back on Wednesday when baseball got started here on campus. Let's see, we got 45 degrees under cloudy skies this afternoon. That one hit down the line foul off of Windemer's Ellenberg's bat, and that will line up to be a no ball and 2 strike count. You look at her numbers, batting .714 on the year for Holmes, which comes in 2-0 on the season. They come in playing 2 games. The Bears come in having played 2 games as well. So each of these teams have 1 series under their belt as they get this series started. We look at the count now, no balls and 2 strikes to the Holmes leadoff hitter, in the 0-2 pitch. Misses off the plate that time for a ball, and it will go to 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes to count. And the 1-2 pitch will be due. That one slapped out in the outfield. Miley standing under that one. She'll grab it for out number 1. So Miley had that one played perfectly, grabbed it, 1 gone. Kelsey Travis will be the batter now. Kelsey Travis, a 667 hitter, and to a couple of games played. She has been to the plate total of 8 times this season. Like I said, both of these ball clubs with 1 series under their belt, a swing and a miss. Nice pitch there from the Bear pitcher. No balls and a strike to count. Well, I tell you, this field looking absolutely beautiful here. Not opening day for the Bears softball team, but opening day here at home, the 0-1. Swinging strike 2 to Travis, and she'll be down in the count now. No balls and 2 strikes with 1 gone. So no balls and 2 strikes to Travis, and her 0-2 pitch will be due her here in the top of the first. The 0-2 now to Travis. That one slapped off the end of her bat, foul, and back away from the ballpark. A lot of things happening here on the Southwest campus right now. Over to our left, baseball practicing. They have a game double tomorrow with Hines You'll see both those games right here on Bear TV. 1 o'clock first pitch for those. And the soccer team on down past them is also getting some work in this afternoon. Here's the 0-2 pitch now. That one popped up back our way and out of play. And the count will stay at no balls and 2 strikes. The count stays no balls and 2 strikes to the batter. And the 0-2 pitch will be Dewar. The 0-2 now. Once again after the foul ball. She'll look at her pitch selections, long look at Rowland, her catcher, before she brings the 0-2. That one hit down the left side and back out of play, foul. Count stays no balls and 2 strikes to Travis. Grimion looking at her catcher, gets the 0-2 sign. Called strike 3, and Travis will go down on strikes round number 2. 2 are gone now for Holmes here in the first. We are here on the, boy, what is this, the 5th day of February. Here at the ballpark for Southwest. 49 degrees at first pitch time. And some light rain falling. We hope that won't be a problem as we continue through the afternoon. The pitch tried to paint the outside corner that time and won't get the call. It's a ball 1-0. Again, the Bear defense, Miley, Lewis, and Gatlin in the outfield. Jenkins, McGee, Moak, and Mason third to first. Rowland's behind the plate. Of course, the Bear pitcher is Grimion. The 1-0 pitch due Netherly now, and that one misses. For ball 2, it's 2 balls and no strikes to count. So 2 balls, no strikes to count with 2 gone. Bears coming in to play Holmes again this afternoon. The Bears are 1-1. They split that series with Baton Rouge last week. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one tried to paint the corner and got the call that time for a strike. Takes the count to 2-1. The Mississippi Elite girls are on hand this afternoon. They got to run out with the Bears. The 2026 class of Mississippi Elite was on hand before the game. 2 balls a strike, the 2-1. That's hit towards right center, and that one's going to be back up against the wall for Netherly, and she'll head into second base with a stand-up double. So it's a stand-up double for Netherly, and the first Holmes hit comes off their number 3 hitter, Netherly, and now Haley Billy will come to the plate. So the first hit for Holmes comes off Netherly. You look at Billy, who wears number 23. She's right at 500 on the season. Billy's been to the plate 8 times. Scored 2 runs, has 4 hits. 3 of those hits have been doubles. That pitch called a strike to her. It's 0-1. So no balls and to strike the count to Billy. Here comes the 0-1 offering now. Nice crowd on hand to watch this one here at the ballpark on a Friday afternoon. Some folks able to get away from the office and come enjoy some softball. That one up high for a ball, and the count even now to Billy at 1 ball and 1 strike. Hope you'll stay with us. Both games today on Bear TV. Between games, we'll also talk with Coach Shay Johnson. We'll go down field side, get his thoughts on game 1 as he gets his ladies prepared for game 2 as well. Stay around for that. The 1-1 swinging strike. It's 1-2. So a ball and 2 strikes now to Billy. And she will have the 1-2 pitch due her here in the top of this first inning at Southwest. Been a busy week athletics-wise here on the Southwest campus. More on that. But first we'll get the 1-2 pitch to Billy. The 1-2 is a swinging strike 3, and she'll go down on strikes. And that'll retire the side. No runs, a hit, no errors. Holmes will leave 1 in the top of the first. but they stay zero where it matters on the scoreboard. Bottom of the first inning coming up with no score here from Bear Park. And as we continue here on Bear TV, let's look at the Lady Bears, their starting lineup now. Lady Bears come into this one, again, having played 2 games, a team batting average of .354 in their 1-1 year. They lost their first game of the year to Baton Rouge, just 7-4. They took the nightcap 9-5. That's the only 2 games the Lady Bears have played to this point. Here's the lineup. The second baseman, Madison Moak, is in the leadoff spot for the Lady Bears. Outfielder Mel Lewis bats his second. She wears number 30. Bailey Buckley, the designated players, in the 3 spot. Haley Jenkins, the third baseman, bats cleanup for the Lady Bears. Ashley Rowland, the catcher, wears number 17. She's in the 5 spot. Number 2, Shelby Mason, the Bear first baseman, is in the 6 spot. And then we see 7, 8, 9, Nan Gatlin, the right fielder. Macy Miley, who wears number 00, the left fielder. And then Maggie McGee, the Bears shortstop, will bat 9th. You look at the defensive alignment for Holmes Community College. They go with McGowan, Travis, and Billy along the outfield. They go with Gray, Ellenberg, Richardson, and Ingram along the infield. Netherly is their catcher, and Miss Sophia Foster is the pitcher. You look at Foster's numbers coming in, an ERA of 8.84. She's 1-0 in 2 appearances. Thrown 6 in the 3rd innings. She's allowed 12 hits, 8 runs. Of those 8 runs, all 8 of them are earned. She's walked 3, struck out 5, and faced right at 28 batters on this young season. So she comes to the circle for Holmes to start their game off here in the bottom of this first inning against the Bears, Madison Moak. 21, Madison Moak will lead things off. First pitch to Moak, slaps it foul back towards the screen. It's 0-1 to her. No balls and a strike to Moak, the second baseman. Again, it's Moak, Lewis, then Buckley. The first 3 due for the Lady Bears. The 0-1 pitch to Moak. That one misses for ball 2. Moak, the second baseman for the Bears, awaits her 1-1. That one misses to the plate to her, and it goes to 2 balls and a strike. Mentioned it had been a busy week on the Bears campus. Monday we saw basketball over in the Southwest Basketball Center. It was the Lady Bears who got their season started Monday night. That one slapped towards our left field, but that one's going to hang up for McCowan. She'll make the grab, and Moak is retired for round number 1, so 1 gone here in the bottom of this first inning, and Mel Lewis will be the batter for the Bears. It's Lewis, then Buckley in the 2 and 3 spots for the Bears, respectively. Lewis, .571 on the season, batting for the Bears. Pitch misses to her for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball and no strikes to count for Lewis. Bears put the 0 up in the top of the first on Holmes. Here comes the 1-0. Swinging strike to Lewis, and she's down, actually even now in the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 offering shows bunt. Pulls it back, takes ball 2. Coach Shay Johnson working out of that third base batter's box, the head coach of the Bears. That one misses for ball 3. It will go to 3-1. Of course, his assistant is Miss Hannah Price. She's working out of that first base box for the Lady Bears. 3 balls, a strike to count to 3-1, and time called her. Home plate umpire bailed out of the box. The time taken at the plate before the 3-1 pitch. The ball will be given back to the pitcher, Foster, and a 3-1 pitch due. 3 balls, a strike to count. Foster resets, fires the 3-1. That's ball 4. Lewis draws the free pass. And the Lady Bears have their first base runner in Mel Lewis, who will stand down at first. And the designated player, Bailey Buckley, will come to the plate for the Bears. You look at Buckley, 667 on the year. She's played in both the games this year for the Bears. So she will come to the plate with a runner on first and 1 out here in the bottom of this first inning. The first one slapped towards the infield. The second baseman goes to the ground but can't make a play. Second baseman Richardson got over to it diving, but then couldn't get the ball out of her glove, and the Bears have 2 on. Infield hit on that one. And now 2 are on with 1 out for the Lady Bears. And Haley Jenkins, the third baseman, will bat now. That one hits Jenkins. So Jenkins is hit by the pitch, and now the Lady Bears have them loaded. So they're loaded up. A walk, a single, and then a hit batsman. Understand we are not getting rain at the moment, but rather getting some sleet at the moment. It's the report from Dr. Dale, who says it is indeed sleeting right now. Of course, it is warm enough that it won't cause any problems, but still an interesting side note that it's sleeting here at the ballpark in Summit. What is it, 48 degrees right now. Rowland, the catcher, bats, swings and misses at the first pitch. Base is full of Bears right now. Lewis, Buckley, and Jenkins on the base pad for the Bears. Rowland comes to the plate with them loaded. The 0-1 to her, slapped it to the screen, foul. It's 0-2. Look at Buckley's number 667 on the year. She's been to the plate 6 times in 2 games for the Bears. The sleet not deterring this crowd as they are hanging around for this one here as we are just underway in the bottom of the first. No balls, 2 strikes, the 0-2 to slap towards center field. Here comes one for the Lady Bears. They'll send the second runner. Here comes the plate. No pitcher will hold it. No play at the plate. And the Lady Bears lead it 2-0. Lewis and Buckley will both score. Rowland, the catcher, gets credit for the single. Jenkins goes to second. So they're at first and second for Shelby Mason, the first baseman, now to bat. Lady Bears strike first in this. The Lady Bears strike first by getting a couple of runs on a hit. Now they're going to get the softballs that were in the tray behind home plate, move those into the dugout with the sleet falling here at the ballpark in Summit at the moment. Again, temperatures in the 40s. We're not expecting any type of winter weather. Just instead of rain falling here at the ballpark right now, we get sleet. That's an interesting side note. And again, it is baseball and softball season, and you want to get the craziest weather in the world, you host a softball game or a baseball game. That is the truth there. Mason's pitch, a strike to her. It's 0-1. So no balls and a strike to Shelby Mason, the Bear first baseman, as she awaits the 0-1 pitch from Holmes. That one right back at the pitcher. She'll go to third for 1. That's the only out, so the fielder's choice for Mason will put her aboard at first. Erase Jenkins. She's out number 2. Rowland will go to second. So they're at first and second now for the Bears with 2 out, and then Gatlin, the Bear right fielder, will come to the plate. Nan, 250 on the year for the Lady Bears. The pitch to her misses for a ball. It's 1-0. Had the Mississippi Elite girls here before this game started. A lot of their parents and a lot of them were hanging out for softball. Hopefully they'll stay. We don't know exactly how long we're expecting this Sleet to fall here at the ballpark. 1 ball, no strikes. The count to Nan Gatlin, the 7th lady to come to the plate for the Bears here in this inning. Bears have put 2 on the board with 2 still on the pond. There's the pitch. Misses for a ball. It will go 2 balls and no strikes to Gatlin. You know, look at the rain chances, or should I say precipitation chances, and they continue to go up the later in the afternoon we get. 2 balls, no strikes to 2-0. That one misses for ball 3, and it will go 3 balls and no strikes now to Nan Gatlin. Let that refresh, and I tell you, right now it's all light, but it is falling, and it looks like it's going to continue to fall by the radar we got here. Clearing out probably 7 o'clock or so this evening here in Summit. 3 balls, no strikes to 3-0. Gatlin taking all the way, and she takes the 3-0 for a strike to make it 3 balls and a strike to count. 3 balls, a strike. Here comes the 3-1. That one's hit towards left. That's going to drop in front of McCowan. Here comes another Bear runner. The play will be at third, but the throw not a good one, and the runner will stay there. So Rowland's going to score the 3rd Bear run. Mason safe at 3rd, give a double to Gatlin, and bring Macy Miley to the plate now for the Lady Bears. So Macy Miley, the 8th lady, to the plate for the Lady Bears here in this first inning. Bad thing about this weather is, as Holmes made this long trip down here, you hope you can get these softball games in, even with the forecast not looking all that pleasurable throughout the afternoon hours. Miley at the plate for the Lady Bears. The right-hander bats with 2 out and a couple of ladies on the base pads. Pitch misses to her for a ball, 1-0. Miley, that 00 on her number, waits for the 1-0 pitch. Now Foster wants a new softball before she delivers that 1-0 pitch to Miley. That one slapped to 3rd on the infield. They'll go to 1st. High throw, she's safe there, and the Bears are going to score a couple of runs. The play went to 1st. The throw was high from 3rd, and the Bears will score both the runners, Mason and Gatlin. So Mason and Gatlin both score E5 to put Macy Miley down at 2nd base, and the Bears will send the 9th lady to the plate, and Maggie McGee, the shortstop, to the plate for a 5 already in for the Lady Bears here in the bottom of this first inning against Holmes. Here's the pitch now. That one slapped foul back out of the ballpark. It's 0-1. Looking at McGee, let's see here. Maggie McGee, she had 1 at bat and 1 hit on the season. Batting a perfect 1,000 in her 1 appearance. That one slapped back out of play. It's 0-2 to her. There are 2 out here in the bottom of this first inning, but the Lady Bears have put a 5 spot up in this first inning. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch with 2 out coming. Foster trying to dry her hands before she throws that 0-2 pitch. Now she's ready and fires. It's a swinging strike to McGee. She's down on strikes for round number 3. 9 ladies come to the plate. Bears score 5 times. Score those 5 runs on 1, 2, 3 Bear hits. There was an error, and the Bears leave 1 stranded after an inning of play. Lady Bears 5, Holmes nothing. Will come back. 2nd inning action for Holmes. For it'll be McCowan, Ingram, and Gray who will come to the plate. And we'll step aside for a quick 30-second break. And we're back at the ballpark here in Summit with our score 5-0 in favor of the Lady Bears. Foster gives up 5 runs on 3 hits, an error, and leaves 1 stranded. It will be the cleanup spot due for Holmes with this interesting weather that we're having here at the ballpark this afternoon. 2:35 on a Friday. Who'd have thunk we'd have sleet here? Boy, the softball field, though, looks absolutely beautiful. A lot of work done to this facility. $350,000 plus. They took everything up. In fact, the sod in the outfield is fresh sod. Everything is new here at Bear Park. The pitch misses for a ball to the Holmes left fielder. It's 1-0. There was a ceremony here at 1:30 this afternoon. They released the balloons into the air. Dr. Steve Bishop, the SMCC Board of Trustees, were all on hand for that ceremony, which again took place at 1:30 this afternoon. Pitch misses high. That time it's 2-0. Grimion pitched a pretty good first inning, only allowing that 1 hit. She goes to work here in the second inning. That sleet falling a little bit harder here at the ballpark, almost becoming visible now. The 2-0 misses for ball 3. It's 3 balls and no strikes. The 3-0 pitch coming. Now one misses for ball 4, and she will draw the 4-pitch walk. So the 4-pitch walk. Here's Juliana Ingram to the plate now. Ingram, the freshman out of Water Valley in Lafayette County, will come to the plate for Holmes with the runner at first and nobody out here in the top of the second. The pitch Dewar misses for it, called a strike to Ingram. It's 0-1. No balls and a strike the count. Here comes that 0-1 pitch now. That one misses for a ball, evens it back at 1-1. Scheduled to play 2 here this afternoon. Holmes and the Lady Bears of Southwest. Don't forget basketball back in action tomorrow. The Bear men taking a road trip, and also here on the campus we've got Bear baseball, as Hines will be in town to take on Coach Ken Jackson's Bears. Bears 0-2 on the year after losing a pair to Colin here at Holmes back on Wednesday. They'll look to get into the win column here Saturday. Tomorrow afternoon, 1 o'clock, first pitch for Bear baseball. You'll see that right here on Bear TV, of course. Here's the 1-1. That will miss for ball 2, and it will go to 2 balls and a strike to Ingram. So 2 balls and a strike to Ingram. As Grimion works to her. Gets the sign out of the Bear dugout. Looks to her wrist. Now everybody's in agreement. Here's the 2-1, and that one misses for ball 3, and it will go 3-1 now to Ingram. So 3 balls and a strike to Ingram now, and she will be due her 3-1 pitch. Now the 3-1 offering. First, though, they got to make sure they got the right pitch together. Now everybody's in agreement in the pitch. That one just missed for ball 4. Umpire thought about it, but says, nope, we're going to give it ball, and Ingram will get the free pass. So back-to-back walks will bring Gray, the third baseman, to the plate now. So back-to-back walks has Gray to the batter's box with the couple alone for Holmes and nobody out here in the second inning. Bears anticipating bunt. She shows bunt. Now pulls it back. Takes a first pitch ball, 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes to count. The 1-0 pitch will be due here at the ballpark. By the way, understand the Monday games for the Lady Bears. They were scheduled to play Louisiana College. Those games have been postponed that were scheduled to be played on Monday. That pitch misses for ball 2. It's 2 balls and no strikes to count. So 2 balls and no strikes to count with the 2-0 due for Gray. Looking at the 2-0 pitch. That one catches the plate for a strike. We'll take it to 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike to count now in the 2-1 offering due here from the Bear pitcher. That one will miss for ball 3. It will go to 3-1. Holmes here in Summit for a couple of games. Again, the Louisiana College games on the 8th have been canceled. Lady Bears not back at home again until the 17th when Baton Rouge Community College will be here in Summit. That one hit high in the air down the right field line. That one a foul ball, but caught by the Bears second baseman in Moak, and Gray will be retired. Way to stick with it for the Bears second baseman. So Moak records the out there, 1 gone, and here's Richardson now. Richardson, the second baseman to the plate. Still 2 on, but now 1 out for Holmes. Richardson, the second baseman. Swings and sends that one right down the first base line. First baseman Mason will go to the bag, 3 unassisted, and retire Richardson. She's out number 2. So on 1 pitch, Richardson will be retired as one came off her bat and just rolled right down that first base line. And that was been easily able to pick up by Mason, who grabbed it, went to the bag, and got the second out. Here's Destiny Deal now, the designated player. She's a .500 hitter on the year. So Deal will bat for Holmes. With 2 out, now runners at second and third for Holmes, as the batters did move up on that ground ball, the pitch, a swinging strike. So 0-1 to her. Deal out of the 9th, a spot for Holmes here in the second. No balls, a strike to count. The 0-1 pitch due. That one tried to do a frame job, did Rowland, but she won't get the call, and it's even now at a ball and a strike. Rowland tried to get the frame job on that one, but couldn't get the call, and the count goes even. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Destiny Deal, and she'll await the 1-1. Grimion wants a new softball as well. You know that softball's got to be getting very, very wet out there as the rain / sleet continues to fall here at the park. The 1-1 popped up. Deep short, shallow left. Who wants it? It's the Bear shortstop, McGee, who calls everybody off and makes the grab. Nice play that time by the Lady Bears. First 2 get on via the walk, but then a couple of pop-ups and a ground ball, and the Lady Bears get out of a jam. No runs, no hits, no errors. Couple of Holmes players left in the second inning. As we head into the bottom of the second, we'll go back to the top of that Bear order with Moak, Lewis, and Buckley coming back to the plate as Miss Foster will continue to work for Holmes here on this Friday afternoon with Lady Bear softball on Bear TV. And, of course, you can also watch this game on all of the social media platforms of Southwest Mississippi Community College, which, of course, include the athletics page of Southwest Bear Athletics, and, of course, the SMCC page as the main page of the college, our YouTube page, and also our athletic Twitter account, streaming the game for you this afternoon. So we go into the bottom of the second. Holmes, the Bulldogs, of course, go back to work on the defensive end. Don't forget, while we have a break in the action every Tuesday night, Inside Bear Athletics comes your way here on Bear TV. It's our weekly look at what's happening in Bear Athletics. We sit down with coaches, players, and much more. At 6 o'clock every Tuesday night, it's Inside Bear Athletics. It's right here on Bear TV and, of course, on all of the social media platforms of Southwest Mississippi Community College. Hope you'll join us this Tuesday night. Softball coach Shay Johnson will be on the program. We'll also be featuring some baseball and soccer players as we begin a brand new series on the show, the Bear Spotlight Series, as we take a look at what some of these student athletes do when they're not on the field of play. Hope you'll join us Tuesday night, 6 o'clock, Inside Bear Athletics on Bear TV. First pitch to Moak will miss for a ball, 1-0 to her. She flew out to left her first time, so she comes to the plate for the Lady Bears 0 for 1. Here's the pitch to her. That one on the inside have jammed her up just a bit. It's ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes to Moak. And the 2-0 do misses high for ball 3. It's 3 balls and no strikes now. Here's the 3-0. That one misses ball 4. It'll go down to first, and Moak will draw the free pass. Come out. And that will put a runner on the base pads.
Number 30, Mel Lewis.
And the Bears will get Moak, the leadoff runner, on, and will bring Mel Lewis to the plate. Lewis walked and scored the first Bear run. That one all the way to the screen. Down to second will go Moak. Moak will go into second base with that pitch going to the screen, and now Lewis will have the count. 1 ball, no strikes to her. First of 2 7-inning games here at the ballpark. Got to get another baseball put into play. Of course, assistant coach Hannah Price trying to keep those softballs as dry as possible so these pitchers can continue to work on that mound. But right now, the weather not being their fan. The 1-0 misses high for a ball. It's 2 balls and no strikes to Lewis. Two balls and no strikes to count. Foster looks at her catcher, fires that one, and it's fouled. That one clears the Holmes dugout on that third base side. Of course, Holmes is working out of the third base dugout as the visiting team. The Bears, the home team, they work out of that first base dugout here at Lady Bear Park. Lights on here at the ballpark. It's 2:30 in the afternoon, but with the sleet and rain continuing to fall, boy, it feels much later. In fact, we started 49 degrees with the rain already falling at first pitch time. That's a strike. It counts 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Lewis. Lewis will await her 2-2 pitch. Here's Foster's 2-2 to her, and that's fouled back out of play. That one might make the baseball field. In fact, it's 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. After the foul ball, another 2-2. That one's hit to center. Ooh, Travis will settle under that one and make the grab, and will retire Mel Lewis for round number 1. So Lewis retired for round number 1. Now Bailey Buckley, the designated player, will come to the plate. She singled and scored back in the first. So Buckley to the plate now for the Lady Bears. Bears and Bulldogs, Holmes and Southwest. Home opener for the Lady Bears on this Friday afternoon. Here's the pitch to Buckley. That one slap foul back out of the ballpark. It's 0-1. So no balls and a strike for Buckley, and she'll await her 0-1 pitch. That one swung on, dropped in front of the left fielder. Here comes the runner for the Bears. Here comes the throw. She's safe at the plate. And moving over to second base will be Buckley on the throw. So Moak will score from second. Buckley with the single. She will move over to second on the throw, and the Lady Bears are going to lead this one 6-0 here as we play in the 6th inning. And Haley Jenkins, the third baseman, will come to the plate. She was hit by a pitch, retired on a Mason fielder's choice back in the first inning. So she'll come to the plate, and the pitch to her now misses for a ball, 1-0. Bears scored 5 in the first. They've put 1 on the board here in the second. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And a 1-0 pitch due. And that one will miss for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes now. So 2 balls, no strikes. Now Foster wants a new softball. Rain continuing to fall here at the ballpark on this Friday afternoon. 2-0 misses for ball 3. Now Jenkins way ahead in the count, 3 balls and no strikes. Here's the 3-0 called ball 4, and Jenkins will draw the free pass. So Jenkins the free pass there at first and second for the Bears. Here's Ashley Rowland, the Bear catcher, to the plate now. She singled and scored in the first. She comes to the plate here in the second inning for the Lady Bears. Hits that one to short, won't make the play. They try to go to third and get the force out at third. That one was hit in the air. Boy, the shortstop, everybody had to pause to see if she'd make the play. She did. So Rowland will reach on a fielder's choice and be at first. They'll retire Buckley for round number 2. Jenkins at second, so they're at first and second, 2 out now, and Mason hits one down the third baseline, foul. Everybody had to wait and see if the shortstop would make the catch or not. Gatlinburg let it drop and then threw it to third base and got the lead runner. No balls and a strike to Mason. Here's the pitch. That one misses off the glove, and it's lost for a moment by the Holmes catcher, so both base runners for the Bears move up. Jenkins goes to third, Rowland over to second. Now Shelby Mason will come to the plate for the Lady Bears, or stays at the plate for the Lady Bears and awaits a 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Mason. Foster going to draw that softball off as much as she can, goes to the plate and misses for a ball. It's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike to Mason, and she wants her 2-1 pitch now. Now a towel will be requested by Foster out of the Holmes dugout. And she's trying to not only keep a dry ball, but keep a dry hand in delivering that softball. 2 balls, a strike for Mason. And now Mason awaits a 2-1 offering. That one misses for ball 3. It will go 3 balls and a strike now to Mason. So 3 balls and a strike to Shelby Mason. Reached on a fielder's choice the first time. Now head coach Shay Johnson and the field official going to talk something over there. Probably talking about the weather situation as it sits here at the ballpark. They decide to keep playing, though. Here's the 3-1. That one slapped foul to the screen, and the count full now to Mason, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Count full to Mason, 3 balls and 2 strikes. The Lady Bear first baseman here on this Friday. Awaiting a 3-2 pitch now. That one in towards center field. Travis coming over, settles under that one. Will make the grab and retire the side. So she's retired out number 3. Lady Bears score 1. They get a run on a hit. There were no errors, and the Lady Bears leave 2 stranded. We have played 2 complete innings. It's a 6-0 game in favor of the Lady Bears after 2 complete. And now Holmes, as we head into the top of this 3rd inning, will come to the plate. We'll go back to the top of their batting order. 1, 2, and 3 due to face Grimion in this 3rd inning. And now it looks like they are calling the players off the field before we head to this 3rd inning, and it looks like now we are going to go into a weather delay. And they are heading into a weather delay. In fact, the Southwest softball team headed down to grab the tarp, so we're obviously going to head into a weather delay here at the ballpark. We've played 2 innings. It's a 5-1 game. Bears score 5 in the first. They get a single run in the second, and now the tarp is being requested here before we go to action in the top of the 3rd. Well, with that, stay with us here on Bear TV. We're going to come back and have the remainder of this. We'll, of course, pass along any pertinent information to you along the way as well. So stay with us on Bear TV as we go into a weather delay here at the ballpark with the Lady Bears leading at 6-0. Turn this off. Well, Bear fans, we have just received word from Coach Shay Johnson that we are looking at a 1 hour delay here at the ballpark. So it will be a 1 hour delay. Stay with us on Bear TV and the social media platforms of Southwest Mississippi Community College. We'll return with softball action in 1 hour here at the ballpark in Summit. Well, welcome back to Lady Bear Park here on the campus of Southwest Mississippi Community College. Got some words, and it's not the words we wanted. Unfortunately, rain looks like it's going to continue till 7 o'clock or so tonight. So Coach Shay Johnson and Holmes have made the decision to cancel the softball games today. So with the cancellation of this one, and also unfortunately the cancellation of Monday, that will put Coach Shay Johnson, let me get this window open here so I don't reverb quite so bad on myself. That will put Coach Shay Johnson's team not playing again until the 15th when they make the trip to Delta to play a couple of games. Next home game will be the 17th when Baton Rouge Community College will be here at Bear Park. So again, it was 6-0 in the top of the third inning when the rain canceled, unfortunately, action this afternoon. Hey, we're going to try tomorrow baseball. Coach Ken Jackson's Bears just got through talking with Coach Ken Jackson. As of right now, games against Hines tomorrow with the 1 o'clock first pitch are on and scheduled to be played. So hopefully we do get baseball action 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Thanks for joining us for 2 innings from SMCC Softball on Bear TV. We'll see you tomorrow for baseball action.